What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Relic Hunters Zero. Oh, you can start with a sniper rifle, or I can buy this pig's head over here. I want a golden pig's head. Pig's head on a stick, indeed. I want this. Give it to me. I don't know what it is, but oh, good. I already had a part of that one. And that does not look like the other part. Oh, well, spending up all my Skrilla. Welcome back to Relic Hunters Z, the short little series I decided to record today because I didn't feel like doing anything else. That's a strong motivator right there for me. I sat down and I was like, not really. Oh, shit. Yeah, one bites the dust right there. I can't tell if his gun is still intact. See, this has the added effect of flushing me out of cover, though, which is actually really quite horrible if you think about it. Flushing me out of cover and into, like, unconcealed localities. Oh, we're about to get vaporized, dude. We're about to get vaporized. About to be a bad day to be us. I need you to go. No! Okay, give me the health. Give me the health. My face is turning purple in my portrait. That's not even... Oh, no, we have no ammo. Ah, I shoot you. Violence, destruction, decay. The sniper rifle, like, one-shots you, by the way. Don't get hit by the snipers. That's a bad plan. We learned that one at the beginning of the last... Oh, my God. The spray and pray right now is unreal. And, like, I have to go out here because I need the bounties. Like, that's a lot of money to leave behind if I can't get my hands on it. Welcome on back, everybody. My name is Splattercat. We are out of ammo, out of time, and out of options. Level 4 seems like it's going to require some pretty heavy augmentation. Oh, they come with a full magazine inside of them? I never realized that before. Why is my hair all greasy? I mean, that's fine if you want to get yourself into a nice do before you get into combat. You want to do the do before you don't or whatever. That's fine by me. No complaints here. There we go. Another one bites the dust. I need to pick up all this ammo, like, right now. That heavy ammo is going to be super useful in the future. And I'm thinking, let me take the sniper rifle, too. Normally, I try to stay away from having two weapons that use the same ammo set. But... Huh, it looks like it uses up a lot more shots per go, though. I'll probably just use this one. Alright, in we go. Is this full up right now? I think I'm full up on this. You, sir, are getting naded, like, right now. Yep, there's a couple of kills right there. These guys just have little pistols, so we should be alright. It knocked off his shield. That's the best you can get out sometimes. It looks like it's just that first level where you have the trouble with the snipers. All the other levels appear to not have quite as much ordnance, which is awesome, because if there's anything I hate, it's city ordinances. You stop it right now. Is that like a 3-shot burst rifle? What was that right there? I want that. I want that instead of the spray and pray gun that I'm currently using, because this gun is definitely spray and pray. Grab the heavy, grab a little bit of light, maybe break through these boxes right here. Yep, perfect. Ooh, health kits, hell yeah. If I could just hurt you a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I hurt just a little bit. It's only going to hurt for a second, but Jesus, is it going to hurt. You ever had, like, really intense pain that only lasted for, like, a second? Like the salvia of pain? It was, like, super, super intense, but it was only, like, 4 seconds. It's weird. You should try it sometime. I just told my audience to put themselves in pain. I don't know what's going on in this conversation. Oh, shit. I mean, it kind of worked. It sort of worked, so you know what? No harm, no foul. I'm not even mad at you, grenade. However, ooh, there it is, getting dealt with, hardcore style. You know, you guys are hiding behind a thing that's full of stuff that likes to eat you, right? It looks like they level up or something, too. No, they don't. They actually still only hit for like 12. Okay, whatever. I don't care. What is going on right now? Screens lagging out, grenades getting thrown, all kinds of shenanigans taking place. I'm probably going to grab this shotgun just in case, because we're just about out of ammo, so it's only going to be a couple seconds before we really have to rethink our offensive advantage. Luckily, these little guys aren't that bad, but the shotgun really is a weapon that doesn't age well in this game. It works out pretty well in the beginning when the enemy can't put really concentrated fire on you, but once you get a little bit further in, where they've got guns that can unleash some serious pain in a very short amount of time. Ooh, is that a heavy pistol right there? I'll take that instead. That's way better. I'd way rather have that, because that'll click off as fast as I can fire it, and that makes me happy. Alright, with our heavy pistol, got the ammo. The music's getting all crazy up in here. It's starting to sound sinister. Tell me that's not a rocket launcher. Please tell me that's not a rocket launcher. Oh, Jesus. Please drop that. I want to play with it right now. I mean, luckily it fires pretty slow, so I'm not that worried about it. I would like your bounties, though. Alright, shoot a rocket at me, point blank range. I dare you. Yep, make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. Make it snappy. Man, he's got a chin on him, too. Oh, he dropped it. Well, we kind of have to, don't we? Oh, it uses all of our heavy ammo. No! I thought it was going to use my grenades. I thought it was going to be like an RPG, so it would just propel your grenades. That would have been way better. I would have preferred that because then the grenades would have been a lot more targetable. Something to think about, developers, or just put in another gun that does what I said. That'd be cool, too. Everybody loves grenade launchers and RPGs. Who doesn't love a good RPGing? RPGs are super fun. I like that gun right there, too, and I kind of want it. God damn, could the reload be a little bit longer on that firearm? Ugh. I'm going straight through. Forget it. It's all good. There it is. Oh, man, he didn't drop his gun. So I think these guys are like elites or something. I'm not really sure what's going on here. But they're starting to get a real tough chin on them. I ain't talking about no chinchillas, because that's what people that have chinchillas call their chinchillas. They're called chins. Or chin-chins. They're adorable, and they're like the best pet ever. Because chinchillas, actually, unlike some of the other pets we've talked about here, do have personalities. Chinchillas also have memories like elephants. They never forget. So if you screw up while raising your chinchilla, it can be troublesome. Don't do that. Because they will remember it. If you ever drop them, they'll probably never let you hold them again. They got a really long memory. Incredibly intelligent little animals. My chinchilla figured out how to work the latch on the cage and could open it up. They're a smart little rodent. And they will get themselves into trouble if you let them. I mean, most rodents tend to be really smart because when you're at the bottom of the food chain, you kind of got to be devious and smart in order to get by. Wait, what is this? Oh, there's a rocket launcher right there, too? Balls. You know, for science, I really feel like I should take the rocket launcher, especially considering my heavy pistol is out of ammo. But what if they give me more heavy ammo pretty soon, you know? Alright, we back, G. I had a small problem. But anyways, everything's good. A very little problem. So back into Relic Hunter Zero. I think the teleporter was right over here. We're going to beat the game right now. We're getting through here. So buy something, will ya? I would love to. That gun right there looks like the shit. Just look at that gun. You could tell it's got a bayonet on the top of it. Be like, ah, like stab a fool. I look really unhappy. I should probably go find a med kit. How come there's no music? Oh, I don't like that. Hold on. Reload all go. I know. Holy bejeebus. What was that? He's got heat seekers? Oh, dude. Yeah. I think does he have a shield or what's going on here? Either, oh Christ, that's a big gun. That is a really big gun. That is an unfortunate for me. Now I'm out of grenades. Oh, no. Oh, that's such cheese mode. They spawned on top of me. Oh, dude, we gotta run away. I gotta find a med kit real fast. Okay, so we got a med kit. Not really gonna help that much, but it might save us for a little while. That guy's got a shotgun. Get rid of him. That guy's got a laser rifle. Reload real fast. Grab as much loot as I can. That guy's got an SMG. Take his head off real quick. At least this supplies me with a decent amount. I'm gonna grab the medium ammo while I'm here too. You guys all need to go, like right this second. What is that? A shield generator? Oh. So apparently I'm supposed to destroy that. That's cool. Oh no. Please hit that wall with all of your rockets. That would be super swell. I don't feel like I'm doing a lot of damage right now. I really feel like I'm backpedaling at the moment. Ooh. Yeah, you like that one, don't you? You like that one, don't you? Ooh, I just hit him with a bomb. I didn't realize that would happen. Things to think about. Will you stop with the missiles? God. Oh, got you again. That's what you get. It looks like it does maybe like 100 and something damage. I'm going to reload one more time. I'm going to grab that gun when I get done with him. He seems to be pretty susceptible to just like me ducking behind cover, so whatever. We might be okay. Reload the last couple rounds. Did that get him? Oh, it did. It totally. We got the R done. When's he going to spawn in more enemies, though? That's the part that I worry about. It looks like they actually travel in a prescribed yeah, they got a prescribed direction when you do that. Okay, well, I got a little bit of ammo here. Not like a lot, but some. Why does he have a sucker in his mouth? He's got himself like a binky. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I guess if you have whatever habits you have, might as well make use of them, but it seems a lot safer just to do it that way. Oh, no. Alright, hold on. Gotta unleash some Brucka here. Luckily, if they all drop their guns over and over and over again, I should be able... Shit! I walked right into that one. I walked right into it, and I saw it too, and I did it anyways. That's so frustrating. I don't like that at all. Well, it looks like we're back to the beginning. Let's grab our ammo. We did unlock a lot of stuff on that go, though. That was one of the first ones where I actually felt like we accomplished things. We can equip 3 relics at a time if you didn't know. They equip down here in the bottom before you go on your little trips. And so anyways, pineapple pudding gives you double health. The Yottabyte drive gives you double shields. Jesus, that's pretty good too. Those are like huge upgrades right there. Those are massive upgrades. Why is this stupid font so hard to read? I feel like the developers are really channeling some frustration right there. I'm going to bring this along, and we're just going to bring the normal elite pistol with us. I like him so much better than I like the other girl. I don't know. I just don't enjoy her. The punching just doesn't do it for me. We still got one thing we're missing from this one, so I'm going to go from the beginning one more time. I'm going to try and hustle through it as fast as I can, though. Like, if I could just mash my way through. It'd be cool if there was, like, a little clock on each level, like a little sand glass over here, a little hourglass. And if you beat the level before it went down, you got, like, some kind of bonus to the bounty. Why I like this gun is because it reloads fast, too, in case you were wondering. I didn't give all my criteria, but A, it's accurate, B, there's lots of ammo for it, C, it does a lot of damage, and then D, it reloads really fast. So it's like a gun that really has no downsides compared to all the other guns, which seem to have, like, tons of downsides. I'm going to use... There's plenty of ammo right here. There's really no reason for me to not use this gun. Move my way on through. I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. I've been trying to think about, like, what... I've been trying to get out of the house a lot because I really sort of feel like I got cabin fever right now. When you work in your house all the time, there's a couple of things that transpire. You don't have any coworkers to be your friends because I'm the kind of person that makes a lot of friends at work and then we hang out on weekends and stuff like that. That's always been, like, the main location that, like, all of my social activity takes place. At work, and then on the weekend we chill for a while. Maybe we go to a bar, have a good time, watch some movies, chill out. When you work by yourself, there's none of that. Zero. So all of your interactions are either with, like, people that watch your channel, but through video games, which is not the same thing as, like, real personal interaction. Giggity, rub my tummy. Still, will you fall down already? My shield, you cannot defeat it. It is too beefy and large. It might sound like I'm trying to compensate for something when I describe my shield, but believe me when I say, you have no hope. But yeah, I mean, you lack social interaction when you do this job, and it makes me sad. I like social interaction. Like, even, like, doing... People will be like, why don't you do collabs then? It's still not the same. You're still, like, on Skype with somebody. It's not the same. You can't be like, hey, man, let's go down to the taqueria, and then we'll get food. And then we'll go see that action movie that my girlfriend totally doesn't want to go see. And it'll be awesome. I had to go see Chappie with my dad. Had to go see... My girlfriend didn't want to see Chappie. I don't know. She wasn't into it. I was like, what? Chappie looks awesome. But, I don't know, she's very picky when it comes to films. And it's not even like she likes action movies, like she loved Mad Max. It's not like she doesn't like action movies. She really, really likes action movies. It's just sort of like, she's very, very slow. She doesn't like change, there we go. And so, like, she's very, very wary of new things. And then she gets like, for example, my girlfriend's the kind of person that eats the same thing for lunch, like, every day for, like, a year straight. Like, she's not a risk taker. She's just not a chance taker. Like, I'm the kind of person that every time I go to a restaurant, I'll try something different and just be like, what is this? What is this? Okay, I want that. Let me try that. Because I like new experiences and things. Life's too short, you know what I mean? I like to try lots and lots of foods, lots and lots of various things. Let's grab the bomb real fast because I think we're probably going to need that. And it'll be the bomb if we could fill up our little grenade belt. Oh, look, we made it. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Ammo is full. Oh, I guess we got as much as we could from right there. That's disappointing. I was hoping that maybe we would get that last relic, but it looks like we weren't lucky enough. I'll probably play off camera a little bit, see if I can get a couple more relics before the next batch of recordings. I'm going to do like 5 today, and this is the 4th of 5 that I'm recording in a row with a little bit of action in between when I was trying to like fix stuff, but still pretty sweet. Grab that right there. But yeah, if you're having trouble with the frame rate, turn down the amount of particles. That fixed it for me. It starts out on like 160 or something like that, and you can turn it down to like 50. That seems to fix it up nice and right. What is this right here? A crude pistol. Does it do more damage? Like, what's the difference between the two? I don't really know, he said. You know, if you really, like, wash down what my job is, though, on the internet, basically, like, I'm talking to you guys right now. Like, I talk as though there's somebody in the room with me, but I'm talking to myself, and my neighbors do totally look at me funny. My recording station is right next to my window, and people walk by it all the time. And, like, my neighbors are like, oh, you having a good time? And I'll be like, actually, I'm just playing video games by myself. And they'll be like, oh, with people on the internet? I'm like, no, just kind of like, sort of. It's like a delayed release. Like, I'm playing by myself and talking to myself right now, but then other people will hear it, and I'll be talking to them when I upload it, and that's my job. I was talking to a friend of mine who there was a couple new people at our last family reunion that I'd never met before. And, of course, the go-to conversation that everybody always talks about is, like, jobs. Like, that's, if you really want to, like, win somebody over, talk about them. That's, like, a major, I don't know, I feel like some people, like, lack social skills and don't really know how to behave in situations, and so they just, like, don't. And they deprive themselves of, like, a lot of friendships. They deprive themselves of, like, a lot of opportunities because they don't know how to talk to people. Always steer the conversation towards the person you're talking to if you're trying to, like, make friends. It's just, like, a little psychological thing you can do. Like, if they ask you questions about yourself and the things that you do, answer it and be brief. But with most people, they actually like talking about themselves a lot more. And if you're trying to make friends, it'll smooth the process out a little bit if you just, like, let them dictate the conversation for a little while. Anyways, I was talking to somebody, and inevitably jobs come up, and you don't want to be the kind of person that brings up jobs and then just, like, talks about yours all the time. And so he's talking about how he runs a plumbing business, and I was like, ooh, that's a good business right there. That's one of my dad's, like, big five. You know, my dad's got, like, roofing, concrete, landscaping, plumbing, and barbers. Those are, like, people that will always be working no matter what. And so anyways, he's talking about how he was in the plumbing business, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty sweet deal, man. Plumbers get paid out, man. That's a really, really good job. That's a trade right there. Everybody got a shit. Everybody need their pipes to work, too. Like, ain't nobody think they need a plumber until their shit won't flush. And then they'd be like, we need to get a plumber here right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a bad mood for the rest of my life. And so anyway, that's a good business to be in. Kids, there you go. Landscaping, plumbing, roofing, renovations, insulation. All shitty jobs that pay really, really, really well, and nobody ever wants to do them. And so there's always job openings. Like, plumbers get paid, if they're union, they get paid like $85 an hour. And then they just take side jobs. At least that's what most of the plumbers I know do. They take side jobs to fill in time when they're not working for the union, and they take those jobs for like $45, $50 an hour. It's a trade, which means you got to apprentice for a little while and learn how to do it. But honestly, it's a job nobody wants to do. Same thing with roofing. My dad is always trying to teach new guys and take on apprentices and stuff like that because nobody wants to do it. And you're just sort of like, when you're in a craftsman skill, like where you do a trade, you're expected to teach other people how to do it. It's just like part of the job is that you make the next generation of craftsmen. It's just like, it's kind of like one of those unwritten rules. Like you try to get a couple people, not just like workers, but like people that like are real standout at your business, and you teach them to like do the job so that they can carry it on once you don't do it anymore. So like the profession doesn't die out or whatever. Anyways, plumbers get paid a lot. So do landscapers. The real problem you're going to run into is everybody want to be rich, but ain't nobody want to work for it. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And like there are jobs like that. If you work in accounting and finance and baking, you can make a lot of money. And it's going to be like hourly work. It's not going to be like physically strenuous work, but it's going to be a lot of work. You're going to be working 60-hour weeks though if you want to be good at it. But yep, when it comes to physical labor that doesn't require a college degree or anything like that, those would be the ones that I would point at. Renovations, insulation, roofing, HVAC. That's also a pretty good business to be in. HVAC is not bad at all. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I just do roofing since I'm already trained and I already know how to roof. I'd just be like, That's the nice thing about having a trade, too, is like no matter what happens in your life, you can always fall back on that, too, and just be like, well, I could take some freelance jobs as a general contractor for a little while if I needed to. What do we have here? A martini glass? I'm going to take that. Gimme. You found all the pieces of a relic. Oh, cool. So we got like a martini thingy. A teeny weeny martini. I want that right there, and I also really, really, really want the heavy pistol, because we're going to start with that from now on. It's a gun that I really do feel is fantastically superior to most others. Why is that not working now? Can I take that? Oh, I already have one, maybe? I guess you can't take it off the counter, but yeah. Those would be the different avenues of employment that I would tell you to lean towards if you don't have any qualifications and you're looking for a trade skill that'll last you for the rest of your life. Carpentry's okay, but carpentry's sort of in and out. Like, I got a friend in the Carpenters Union, and carpentry seems like it can be kind of hit or miss. Like, sometimes it seems like he's got way too much work, And then other times it seems like he just doesn't do anything for like weeks at a time. So I don't know. I prefer to be working all the time. I like jobs where the work is consistent, especially if you're going to be responsible for locking down your own employment and taking your own jobs, which is how it is with landscaping and a lot of those jobs. Like, you got to wait for people to call and then you go out and do the job. It's not like you just like landscape somebody's house. Although I knew a landscaper who started out like that. He'd go up to people, just door knock, and he'd be like, hey, I'm a landscaper and I'm starting my business and I wanted to offer you free landscaping. I'm going to work on your yard for the rest of the day. And then just, you know, when I do a good job, I'm going to leave you with the card, tell your friends about it. And, you know, hard day's work for a hard day's, you know, not even for a hard day's wage. And, you know, he said sometimes he got suckered, but my dad started working the same way in roofing. He used to just knock on doors and be like, hey, I'm a general contractor. I'm new in town. This was back in the 70s, though. I don't know if you could do that anymore. And back in the day, he'd just knock on doors, hand out cards, and be like, if you need any general contracting work done, roofing, gutters, whatever, insulation, I'd do it all. Let me know, because trying to work, you gotta hustle a little bit, though. I know a lot of people that tried to start businesses and just kind of like sat around their house. I tried it the first time. I started an IT business, and the first time I started it, I just sat around and I like put ads in the paper and stuff like that, and didn't really get a whole lot of calls. When I started to get calls is when I started flyering. I would go out to college campuses and I would flyer. I would go out to, and I worked at Geek Squad, and also for another IT guy here in town for upwards of 6 years. And so, like, I knew what everybody's pricing was, so I could undercut everybody in town and have a lower margin because I knew what they were working on. And so, I don't know, it worked out pretty well. Once I started flyering and, like, handing out things at bars and things like that, just, like, going to places where people were and handing out tons of cards and tons of flyers, worked out pretty well. Then I started to get a couple of calls a month, and honestly, IT's expensive enough to where all you need to do is network, like, one office, and that'll last you for the rest of the month. You'll have all your bills paid, depending on what your prices look like. In general, you should try to do business IT if you can make it happen, because they just write it off as a tax expense anyways, and I had guys that would just, like, essentially write me a blank check, and they wouldn't even bat an eye. You could write any number on that check as long as it seemed kind of reasonable for, like, 2 weeks worth of work, and they would just, like, cash it. They wouldn't even care. It was the most mind-boggling thing I've ever seen. I'd be like, there's no way you're going to stay in business doing that right there, because, like, I don't know, they would give you a blank check. They'd be like, yeah, I need this network to this server. I need to make sure, like, these 4 or 5 computers are all networked to this right here. We got real estate software that goes on here. I need everybody to go to the same server for this. And you'd spend, like, 2 weeks networking it, and they'd just be like, okay, what do I owe you? And it was a literal blank check. You could write anything on there. I did, frequently. I tested it. I just wrote whatever number on there, and they would always sign it. I don't know. IT was weird like that. I kind of felt like most of the people I worked for had no idea what a reasonable IT price was, and so they kind of just like went for it, and it was like, it was odd. It's an odd situation. I played around with it a lot. In general, I prefer doing residential IT, though, just going to people's houses and like fixing their computers and stuff. I like that a lot better. Business IT pays a lot better when you're freelance, especially if you lock down like a 6-month contract to just like, for example, I had a contract with a dentist office for a while where they gave me exclusively their business. Like, if they had a problem, they only called me. And so, you know, it was a nice little arrangement. Because of that, I sold them real low. Like, I used to do stuff for them for dirt cheap because I knew there would be more jobs. Whereas if you had a big, like, startup or something like that that wanted you to network an entire building just once, set the prices a little bit higher just because they're probably just going to write it off as a tax expense anyways. So they don't really care what number's on the check, because at the end of the year, they get that all back in tax breaks. So, oh, no, please don't grenade me. I don't know. It's a weird world being an adult, kids. It's a weird world. It's a weird world where nothing makes sense, and most of the time, you're just tired. That's my experience, though. Just my experience. I think we're just about out of time for the day. This is actually kind of stimulating. I like it when we get into, like, weird conversations and stuff. Sometimes I don't want to talk about the game. Sometimes I just want to, like, shoot the shit for a little while, play video games. See y'all later. How do, everybody?